DC, CEO, wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a goal builder that can teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black-owned firm, but we ain't all black.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Constance Carter. What's happening on this fine evening you got here? I'm a little under the weather today. Please excuse me. And that's why I haven't been on this week. It's the winter time, and it's the winter in DC, and it's a little cold. And so last year, let me just tell you this: while you come on in, make yourself comfortable. I love for you to talk back to me and talk black to me. This is a dialogue and not a monologue, so I want you to talk back to me. But I've been here a year. I've been in the DMV a year. And since I've been here, the first winter I had, everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold." And actually, I think we had one snow day, and in California last year, it flooded like crazy. So the weather was actually worse in California. This year, it's a little bit colder, so I got a little bit of a cold, a little bit under the weather, but I'm doing all right. So as you come in, can you put in the comments box for me where you're watching from, because I know I have people that watch from all over the world, and I have a lot of information, a lot of great information to share. I want to talk to you today about what's going to happen in 2024. Just some things I am suggesting that you do in order to really, really grow your money in 2024. I really want to help you. I think 2024 can be a stellar year for us all. And so I just have some things that I want to share with you. I want to talk to you about for 2024. So put in the comments. Oh, what's up, Empress? Thank you for putting in the comments from Sacramento. That's my stopping grounds. I used to own the co-op spot in Sacramento. I see Bridget from Virginia Beach. What's up, Bridget? Mr. Dennis Spraggins from Minneapolis. I didn't know that's where you were from, Dennis. Hey, how you doing? Oh, Alethea, right here in Silver Spring. I'm right around the corner. What's up, Alethea in the DMV? So, thank you guys for tuning in today. Also, I want to make sure that you subscribe to the Fly Nubian Queen, the Fly Nubian Queen Network on YouTube, and also on at CC the CEO Constance Carter on YouTube as well. You know what? Listen, the racist trolls is having a field day with your girl on YouTube, so I love it. Hey, they go over there, y'all fight with them. Go over there and defend me. But yeah, they be on me, especially when I talk about race-based issues, because these are very important. I love all people. I really do. I specifically love Black people, though. We have been underserved and we have been discriminated against. Every obstacle that has been thrown in our way since the inception of this country. And I believe that if we work together and there are certain things that we can do, we can all get there. How am I qualified to do that? Well, I happen to be a business owner. I built the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California. If you don't know anything about me, I own real estate property. I have a marijuana dispensary. I'm an investor. I have best-selling books. I help people to grow their money and not blow their money. It's because I love you so much. And so I've sold thousands and thousands of books. Oh, now my books finally show up. These books, I have Keeping Score, What You Need to Know to Make Your Credit Score Grow, and The Secret to Breaking the Broke Code. Yo, these books right now normally sell for $15. They're on Amazon right now until New Year's for $5. And thousands have sold this month alone because I'm just trying to get more people. I want you to give people the gift of wealth and prosperity and good credit. And then I have these books as well. These workbooks. These are $100 books, and they are on sale for $20 on Amazon. I don't make a dime on them. I price them as low as I possibly can to make them affordable to you so that you can grab a bunch. Where I don't make any, Amazon make their money. Constance Carter don't make any money, but I just want to really help people. So that's something that I do every year at the end of the year, typically from Black Friday on to the end of the year. And they just go. But that's my gift. That's one of the things that I love to do. And also this great information. This is also my podcast. So if you like to listen to this via podcast, go find me on Apple, on Spotify, on Conversations with Constance. Anywhere that you can listen to podcasts, that's where I'm at. So please make sure that you listen and you download. I want to, like I said, get this out to as many people as humanly possible. So Bright Eyes is from Bowie. I'm in Bowie, girl. Yes. What's up, girl? All right. And then we have Nichelle in upstate New York. It's cold. Yes. DC. What's up, Tawana from DC? Oh, I'm loving all these DMV folks. You're welcome for the shout out. It's all love, all love. Okay. So check this out. I was just looking at 2024, and I always do my own goals, and I'll talk about that when we get a little bit closer on some habits and things that I do. Last year, I did a cleanse, like right before the end of the year. I did like a 5-day cleanse. It was so spiritual. It was so great. I stopped eating everything, and I just juiced, and all my kids were gone out of town, so it was great. They were all gone to California, so I was just able to really sit here and focus and meditate and just pray and manifest and visualize the things that I wanted for 2023. And what ended up coming out of that is I ended up starting a mastermind called the Net 7 Collective for Black women. My goal was to help 100 Black women in the next 12 months increase their net worth by 7 figures. And so I'm already halfway there helping women, and it's been so amazing. Also, I wanted to get help more people in terms of building their wealth. I invest in real estate, so I have a couple of real estate investments out here in the city of the District of Columbia, and so I'm doing some investing, and so a lot of my goals have come to fruition. But it's a thing that I do, but I really want to impart on us Black people to do certain things because we are already labeled. I was looking at a video. It's called How to Sell a Negro. It came out in the 1950s. And they talk about how to sell a Negro, how to sell to a Negro, because we are a huge consumers. We consume more than we invest. But check this out. Look at what they said way back in 1950 on how to sell a Negro.
Buying by brand. That's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second. The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware, but she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. Listen to her thoughts.
My, isn't it beautiful? I can hardly wait to show it to Sally and Joan.
It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others. What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or not the sale is made. So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer.
What do you guys think about that? And I see Dania says she saw that, Nichelle says she saw that. But what do you think about that? They have been studying our spending habits for a very long time. And obviously, we have an impact on the economy. We have an impact on the local economy. We have an impact on the global economy, on the national economy. We have an impact. And the way that the civil rights movement was moved forward was not by marching, was not by sit-ins, but it's when they boycotted the buses, is when they took their money out of these economies, is when we saw real change. Okay, so all right, thank you, Margaret. But they've been studying. They've been saying this. I did a TED talk. I don't know if you saw my TED talk. It's called Google That Shit, and I taught. It was based upon an article in Forbes magazine in 2017 that said by the year 2053, Black median wealth was going to be a zero, and not far behind that, Hispanic median wealth was going to be a zero as well. While our white counterparts are soaring, right? Because we're at $10,000 and they're at $70,000. And I'm talking about net worth. I'm not talking about income. And so as we go and go, it's saying that our net worth is declining. When this study was done, when this video was done, 1 in 3 Black people were homeowners in 1950. 1 in 3. Okay. Now only 44% of Black people are homeowners, and as opposed to our white counterparts, which is somewhere around 74%. And it's not because we don't want to be homeowners. It's not because we're so materialistic. We are very materialistic. Some of us are very materialistic. We see that. We see that when we see people wearing the most expensive watches or the most expensive shoes or the most expensive clothes. But that's not by and large our everything. We aren't all consumers. We are investors. Did you know that in 2020, after the pandemic, African American wealth grew more than anybody? That's not widespread news. What you see is 1.3. We have $1.3 trillion of spending power. If we were a nation, we would be the 6th largest nation with the amount of money that we spend. We hear that all the time, but nobody gives us props for our growth after the pandemic. We started investing more. We started making more money. We started our own businesses. So props to us Black people for doing that. I give us straight props. I'm so glad that so many more of us are owning homes, are owning businesses. This is what is necessary. See, when we own businesses, they can't take anything from us. We are not subjected. The power of the internet is so great. And I was talking to a billionaire, billionaire Michael V. Roberts, one time, and he said something that was so poignant. He said, "We have more power in the palm of our hands, more technology than they had when they put the man on the moon." Dig that. We have more technology in the palm of our hands than they had when they put the man on the moon. That means we have access to everything, and there's nothing that can stop us from doing what it is that we want to do. Y'all, we don't have to get loans. We don't have to have a brick and mortar. We can do business from the confines of our home with this right here. A lot of the stuff that I do, I had 2 buildings. My expenses decreased significantly. I had 2 beautiful buildings, one on the water, one huge event venue, and I was paying out tons. I had a huge overhead, and now my overhead is 80% less, and my income is more. We can do more. We can do more with less because of technology. And so I want us to please take advantage of the technology that we have. You have access. Everything is Googleable. My TED Talk is called Google That Shit. You can Google anything. Look at this article right here. Black families' net worth has grown more than other racial groups since the COVID, but the wealth gap remains wide. Here's the reason why. Gains for average net worth among Black households outpaced other racial groups during the pandemic. Because of their lower exposure to the stock market, Black Americans didn't experience a huge fluctuation in their equity holdings. This article was February 23rd, 2023. That's my birthday, February 23rd. 3, the value of real estate holdings of Black individuals has risen by 72% since the end of 2019. And home ownership also rose amongst Black Americans during the pandemic as more buyers look to take advantage of low mortgage rates. I love that for us, you guys. I so love that for us. I love the fact that we're buying homes. You guys do realize that real estate is the number one way to build wealth. And I know these interest rates have gone up exponentially. I'm trying to buy more property right now. I'm trying to buy another primary home for myself. And the rates are just crazy. But the feds are going to do 3 rate drops next year. So I really want you to get in position so that you can start buying more real estate. So whatever you need to do, get your credit together. If you don't got your credit together, I have a book about credit. This book is so easy to read. It is an easy read. And look at the reviews on Amazon. I don't even have to toot my own horn. Look at the reviews on Amazon about this book and what it's done to help people increase their scores hundreds of points. A high schooler can read this and understand and comprehend it because it's not some overly complex thing that people try to make it. It's really not. It's really simple things that you could do in order to increase your credit score, period. But I want you to get in position to start owning real estate. Okay, so by Q2 you're going to see interest rates start to drop. Okay. So check this out. Since 2021, median Black households is about $45,000 as opposed to our white counterparts at 72,000. This is median. Now, I know a lot of you make six figures. A lot of you make six figures, but did you know only 6% of Black adults in the US make over $100,000? Only 6%. So if you are in that 6%, give yourself props. Congratulations. But to really get from being an employer, because there's a thing called what's that thing by Robert Kiyosaki, uh, the quadrant, the quadrant when he talks about being going from an employee. Now, an employee is somebody who trades their time for money. Most of us are employees, right? But there's a limit to how much you can make as an employee. Then you go to self-employed. There, that is also somebody who is limited on. Well, they're not limited on what they can make, but their money is based upon their ability to go out there and make things happen. So I went from an employee to self-employed when I got my real estate license, and I started doing real estate, and then I became an employer. Right? So you go from an employee to self-employed. Then if you can become an employer or a business owner, or you have a process in which generates business for you, then there's no limit to the amount of money that you make. It's not predicated on how many hours you work. It's not predicated on anything else but you having a business or a system that is generating revenue for you. And then you want to graduate to an investor, which is also what I am. So I'm a business owner and I'm an investor, but these are things that you want to graduate to. So most of us are employees, but you want to get to a point where you're an investor, where your money is making money for you. How do you do that? Real estate is one of the ways that you do that. Okay. Number two, investing in the stock market. I know the stock market did some of this and some of that and some of this and some of that. In 2020, my son, he's 19 years old right now. He was 17 at the time. He used to have a group, Stock Tips with Warren. He had 200 people in his groups where he was giving everybody stock tips. He took my $7,000 stock portfolio and took it all the way up to $40,000 in 3 months. Yes, you can make money in the stock market. Absolutely. Right now, Bitcoin is doing very well. That's what's making me a lot of money right now. But there are certain stock that you can take. Dr. Boyce Watkins has a stock program that you can get some training on, learn the stock market, and start making some smart investments. The reason why the wealth gap is so wide is because our portfolios aren't diversified. If we do invest in real estate, we're not investing in other things. Take a risk. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to create your own bank. If have any of you heard of infinity banking? This is another thing I do, and I love it. Let me tell you what I do with this infinity banking. Does anybody know about permanent life insurance? If you don't know anything about permanent life insurance, you can use it in different ways. So one of the things that I do, and let me slow down because I'm getting excited now. Okay, but I'm trying to put you up on this game, and I'm telling you these are things that I'm doing that I want to share with you. So if you have any permanent life insurance policy, you can create your own bank. So here's what I do. I put a couple $100,000 in a permanent life insurance policy. This is set up for my children. So my children have this permanent life insurance policy, but it's also what I did is I took my money out of the bank, right? Because the bank is only going to get me 0.23% interest or return on my investment. So if I have $10,000 in the bank in 10 years, I'm going to make $5 maybe. But if I put $10 in something that yields me compounded interest, then that's more like $5,000 that I'm going to get back from compounded interest. Compounded interest, Einstein calls compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Ray Kroc, the person who started McDonald's, he used compounded interest. He created his own bank. The Rockefellers, this is what they did to create generational wealth. J.C. Penney's, the owner of J.C. Penney's. All of these super ultra wealthy people, they did that, and you could do it. You don't need a whole lot of money. Get a permanent life insurance policy. And here's one of the things I do. So I have a dispensary. I have a marijuana dispensary, right? I get paid out quarterly. Every quarter, I take the money from that and I put it in my life insurance policy. Why do I do that? Because it's a life benefit and it's a death benefit. It's a life benefit for me and it's a death benefit for my children. The more I have in this policy, the more compounded interest that is yielding. So even if I take the money out, So instead of having in the bank, if I need to use the money from the insurance policy, I could take it out, but it's still generating compounded interest from the original amount that I had in there. So if I have $400,000 out, $400,000 in there, and I decide I want to take $300,000 out, it's still paying me compound interest on the $400,000. I'm borrowing it for my own self, and I could choose to pay it back if I want to. So if I pay it back, I can pay it back. But if I don't, guess what? Nothing happens. The only thing that happens is when I die, because I will die one day, the death policy that's going to go to my children, it's just subtracted from that. So I have a life insurance policy, I have a death benefit, I have a life benefit, I have a death benefit, plus it's generating compound interest. This is a game that a lot of us don't know about. But this is how we can really, truly generate true wealth. We always want to diversify our portfolio and have different things. So I want you to look at getting some type of permanent life insurance policy. And if you are interested in it, I have a partner that I work with actually out here in the DMV. She's dope. Her name is Brandy Bridget. And she actually owns the largest Black-owned life insurance company in America, and she's right out here in the DMV, and she's great. She does mine, and she does all of my clients. I refer them to her, and she's great. So I would definitely create my own bank, an infinity bank, to generate compound interest. Another thing that you can do that's entry level, and if you've ever heard me talk about this before, is I talk about Acorns. I got money over there too. These are all places I have money, you guys. Okay. And I'm putting you up on, I'm telling my business, but I really just want to give you the game. When you have these gurus that talk about the code and the play and all that, F all that. This is real life stuff. And there's some things that you can do that are really, really entry level things that you don't need a whole lot of money to do. Acorns, you don't need a whole lot of money. What they do is they take your change. So if you spend $10.50, they take the 50 cents and they put it into an account for you, and then they invest the money for you. So now you have this money just going that you're not even paying attention to. So I got money in Acorns that's just going over there. Every time I spend $1.50, 50 cents goes over there. But what I do with my Acorns, and the way I'm able to grow it, is I use the 10x method. So I say, you know what? I don't want you to take 50 cents out of every dollar I spend. I don't want you to take 50 cents. I want you to 10x, and I want you to take $5 out. Plus, I want you to take another $200 or $300 out a month, because I just want to put this money over there to save it. You don't have to do that. You could just do the change, but at least it's something, because it's not only taking the money out, it takes the guesswork out of you trying to figure out how to invest, and it'll invest in the stock market for you, in ETFs for you. ETFs are fractional stock. It invests it for you. So now you're an entry-level investor, and now you've gotten into the habit of investing. One thing I do with my stock portfolio is I have a certain amount. I think I may have $500 going in there every single month into my Robinhood account automatically. $500, and then I'll just decide on where I want to put the money. So but I've created a habit. It doesn't have to be $500. It could be $50. It could be $100. It could be $25. Start small. Create a habit of just money going into your vehicle every month, every single month. Money going into this vehicle every single month, and then start making those trades. And if you don't know what to invest in, first of all, you can Google that shit. Everything is on the internet, y'all. You can Google anything that's on the internet. So I would Google what the best stock is. Boyce Watkins, again, he has a stock program that you could take. I would start investing in things that you use. What kind of car do you have? What kind of shoes do you have? What kind of appliances do you use? What kind of jeans do you wear? Invest in the things that you know that you wear, that you like. Do you have an iPhone? Invest in Nike. I did this thing a while ago, this analysis a while ago, and I wish I probably should have did it before I got on here, but I didn't think about it. But based upon me having an iPhone, this iPhone is how much? $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever it is. How many Apple stock could I have bought in lieu of this iPhone? Or if I bought my kids a pair of Jordans, how many Nike stock could I have bought in lieu of buying them those Jordans? Right? So think about that. So think about how you're spending and turn your consumption into investment. And that's going to be a game changer for you. Even if you don't have a lot of money, any little bit of discretionary income, if it's $25, I don't care. I remember I was talking to these young people at this thing called Fathers and Family in Stockton, California, and it was where a lot of ex-offenders. It was a lot of ex-offenders, a lot of young men that just came out of prison, and I was talking to them about investing in stock, and it was so cool. And this young man, he was like, his eyes just lit up. He was like, "You mean to tell me I can make more in the stock game than I can in a dice game?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he started investing in stock. And then about 6 months later, he was murdered. Now, I mean, that wasn't a happy ending. I wish it was a happy ending, and I wish he had millions of dollars in stock right now. It didn't happen. That wasn't a happy ending. But just to see that light bulb of little things that we can do to move the needle to change the course of our lives, little things like that. So those things I really want you to do, because yeah, the odds have been stacked up against us. We have all of the historically, systematically, the things that have happened to us as black people. Every time we look, 1950, 1 in 3 black households were homeowners. Then you introduce redlining and predatory lending and all the things that were put into place to prevent us to become homeowners. There were obstacles that were put in place specifically. Do y'all know that J. Edgar Hoover said in 1955 that the biggest threat to America was Negro unity? Everything they did was to destroy us as a people. So if we can come together, if we can start working in unison and stop working in silos and start working together, because there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you got to go together. So creating your own bank. So if you want to DM me about how to create your own bank, DM me about how to create your own bank. I'll send you the information to Brandy. Get in the Acorns. In fact, you know what? I can go to, hold on one second. Let me go to Acorns right now. I'm gonna send you guys my link to Acorns, because I think if you sign up with my link to Acorns, then I think they give you like $5 or $10 or something like that. But that's still something to start with. If you start off your Acorns, start off with $5. And I'm going to give you my link to Robinhood, because I think you get a couple of free stock if you do that too. Didn't even think about that. See? And look, just by here's what's also important, you guys. My children, you can do a custodial account with your Acorns. So my kids, let me put this in the chat real quick. My children all have an Acorns account. There we go. My kids. So, well, 2 of them now. So I had all 3 of my boys. I was putting in, so you could do a custodial account for your kids as well. So I did $50 a week per child. And then when I think I did a year. And my oldest son, he cashed out at about $7,500 a few months back. When he had about $7,500 when I got him a car. And my other 2 boys right now, no, he cashed out at $5,500. My other 2 boys right now have $7,500, and I've been doing this for about a year and a half. In their Acorns. And what I do is I just put $50 in there a week. You could do whatever you want to do. You don't got to do $50. I do $50 in there every week, and it takes their money and it invests it for them, and it grows it. So that means I put $200 basically in there every month for my 2 sons. And so it grows it. So that's my Acorn. So if you want to do that, I think you get $5 or $20 if you open up your Acorns account. If you click on that link that's on here. So click on that link that's on there. And then Robinhood, the Robinhood link is, I'm going to give you that too. I think that you get like a few free stock if you sign up for the Robinhood, but definitely, I mean, you don't have to, you don't have to, whatever, but I would definitely take advantage of it. Yeah, you guys get free stock. So here, that's a good question. Dania said, does it ever lose money? Yeah. So yes, it can lose money. Yes, it can lose money. Has it lost a significant amount of money? No, it hasn't lost a significant amount of money, because they diversified. So what you can do in Acorns is you can choose what kind of investor you want to be. Do you want to be a low risk investor? Do you want to be a moderate investor, or do you want to be a high risk investor? I think I'm a moderate high risk. I used to be a really high risk investor, but the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, and the bigger the risk, the bigger the loss as well. So it just depends on what type of investor that you decide that you want to be. But you can lose, but you can gain. So don't look at it as like a short term investment. I look at everything as long term. I don't. Here's a rule of thumb that I have when I'm investing, and this is, if you are not ready to do this, then I definitely recommend you not invest. Don't invest anything that you cannot lose. Let me tell you one more time. Do not invest anything that you cannot afford to lose. Okay. So the object of investing is, of course, is to gain money. Absolutely. But you got to understand there's a risk in investing. You can win, you can lose. A lot of those people who bought Bitcoin at that high price and it dropped all the way down, which was great for me because that's when I ended up buying in Bitcoin. Now I'm making some good money in Bitcoin, but I didn't buy it when it was 11,000, which I wish I did. I think I bought when it was maybe 30,000 or something like that. Maybe I bought when it was 30,000. I think Bitcoin is now at 42,000 or something like that. So, um, but so yeah, it goes up and it goes down. You just have to make sure that you're in it for the long haul. So yeah, I'm gaining and gaining and gaining. This crypto is doing very, very well. I got a couple of different cryptos. Um, and it looks like all of my stock are up right now, but they go down. There's sometimes when it's all, well, look, I have one that's down. If you see the red, I have one that's down and everything else is up right now. See? So it just depends on, what you're investing in. Some you can win some, lose some. So don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose. Okay. So the other thing, let me give you the link for for um for the life insurance the for Brandy. I can do that right now too. Boom. So here's the link to connect with Brandy. And this is the person who could set you up so that you can generate compound interest. I don't get anything from any of this stuff. And there's nothing. This is all free game. This is all, I'm just giving you what I have. These are the things that I invest in that I just want to give you the game. The way to true wealth is diversification. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 11:2, it says invest in seven. And then it said, no, eight revenue streams because you don't know when a disaster is going to strike. And what happened in 2019? What happened in 2020? A disaster struck the land. And those of us who were not prepared ended up losing a lot. Thankfully, I was able to move from the West Coast to the East Coast. There's no way I would be able to close my business up, close my doors to both of my offices, and move to the East Coast if I had not diversified my portfolio. I was able to do that and able to come comfortably. So you have to make sure that you diversify, even if you have just a little bit. And I'm not telling you to do $1,000 here, $10,000 there. I'm saying if you got $25, because what I'm trying to get you to do is create a habit in your mind. If you can start creating a habit to doing the small baby steps, then you can just build from there. But I don't want you to bite off more than you can chew and start doing too much. And then, because that's how you mess up. You start doing way too much. Then you're like, dang, I can't afford it. I didn't put $250 up in here, but now I can't buy no food. And so now you're going to take the 250. And so I don't want you to do that. If it's $10 to invest, I just want you to do small, because there's like, I have some crypto in here that's not even a penny. I have Shiba, SHIBA. Shiba. It's not even a penny. And that's giving me some money. Damn, this Bitcoin is doing good. Yeah, this Bitcoin is making me some money. But the Shiba is not even a penny. And so you can put $100 in there. And if that gets to a penny, that mug get to a penny, you are winning. Because this is what Shiba's been doing. You see how where it was? You see where it was and where it is right now? You see that? So it's not even, so it ain't even at a penny yet. So imagine if this got to a penny. You can buy it right now, still under a penny. Buy 20 shares is probably like, or $20 is probably like 2,000 shares or something like that. You got 2,000 shares. Once it gets to a penny, get to 5 cents. But don't think it's gonna get there overnight, because I've had this Shiba for about a year and it's just been constantly on the climb. Yeah, it's been over the last 3 months. It's been doing really, really, really well. Last year it went up and then it went down, and now it's just going up, 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 up. So I would definitely. It's asking Acorns is asking for a referral fee code. Huh. Let's see. What's the code? Thank you for saying that. Let's say Acorns is asking for a referral fee code. Let's see. What's the code? Invite. Share link. Did you do the whole thing? Was that it? Each time a friend signs up. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you get, so from Acorns, you get anywhere between, wait, no, that was Robinhood. That was Robinhood. Okay, so from Robinhood, you get anywhere between $5 and $200 in stock from Robinhood. So for Acorns, let me go back to Acorns and get you the link. Thank you for saying that. Let's see. Okay, so the Acorns, invite friends. Thank you for being patient with me. Yeah, it doesn't complete their first investment of $5. That should be it right there. Right? Acorns. So let me just do that one part. They got me copying the whole thing. But I'm going to just do that link, because that link should do it for you. Just that link right there. All right. So, you guys, 2024, I really want you to start investing. Another thing that I did, so the last investment I'm going to say is in yourself. One of the things that I did here recently. So if you're new to me, I have a platform called My Wealth Roadmap. It's where I have all of my online trainings. I teach you how to invest in stock. I teach you how to start your business. I teach you how to repay your credit. I teach you how to invest in real estate. There's all kind of training on there. And one of the things that I recently did is I made that. So I sell all those trainings anywhere between $100 to $2,000. I've made it so affordable, and I made it available because I wanted to help so many more people in 2024. And so I have an inaugural pricing. Okay, price right now, $47 per month. You can get all of my trainings. Yeah, my team was like, don't do it. But you get all of my trainings, and I'm going to drop one new training every single month for $47 a month. This is $7,500 worth of training that you get, $47 per month. Sign up today to growyourmoney.club. And this is just my effort, really helping as many people as I possibly can. There's already been 15,000 people that have gone through, 15,000 or 10,000? 10,000 or 15,000 people that have gone through my programs, that have paid these higher prices. And if you are one of the people that have paid higher prices, I'm sorry. But now this is available. I wanted to make it available to everyone, as many people as possible. $47 per month. You get access to all of my trainings, and I drop one extra training in per month. Okay. If you want to be a part of the VIP club, the VIP club is even better. So now not only do you get the trainings, but you get access to my private membership club, where I go in and I teach, and I bring my friends in, and we teach you different techniques and strategies, and we do a Q&A with you bi-weekly. So if you want to join that, go to growyourmoney.club. Tracy, I'm going to look for it in a second. Thank you for that, Tracy. Go to growyourmoney.club if you want to sign up for my online training, access to all of my training forever. And so for this inaugural pricing that you get it for $47, it'll never go up for you. Everybody after this, that, once I go up in pricing, that's what the price is going to be. But you get $47 per month for a lifetime. So go to growyourmoney.com. Let me go to the advocate pricing for Acorns. Is that, Tracy, is that for Acorns? that you're referring to? Is Acorns not working for you guys? Is Acorns not working? Has Acorns worked for anybody? Let me see. Let me go there. Oh, let me tell me if anybody was able to get into Acorns. I see it on here. Redeem my offer. So you went to redeem my offer, right? And then you went to sign up. So what happened when you went to redeem my offer, Tracy? Let's see. Did you go into? Okay. So anybody else, if you try it, if it doesn't work, DM me. Shoot me a DM. I just wanted, let me see if I have any questions before I get off of here. But I definitely wanted to extend that invitation. And then for all the Black women, if you are a Black woman, remember my goal is to help 100 Black women this year. I have the Net 7 Collective, which is an extraordinary 12-week mastermind for like-minded women from all over the country. I'm going to show you this video really quick, but as I do that, I'm going to go and I'm going to try to find this Acorns and make sure it's working properly. But I'm going to show you this video from this is the last session that we had a couple of weeks ago, and we were all just kind of sharing our experience inside the group.
For about the past, 3 or 4 years, I've been praying for a business coach. Like, I never had a coach. I knew that a coach I read many times that all the most successful people have a coach. Coaches have coaches. And I wanted a coach that would help me understand money and business and entrepreneurship. That I know people always tell me, oh, you know a lot of things and you do a lot of things, but nobody was taking me by the hand and say, you know, this is important with your credit, and this is how you get stuff off your credit, and this is how you establish business credit, and this is how you build your brand. And here's a bunch of people that look just like we do that are doing all these different things. And take a look at these. Maybe you want to do something of them, maybe you don't. But every single person that we were exposed to showed us something different and made us see yet another possibility. The fact that we have been exposed to just folks that are just banging, that are like really doing it, like no shit, they really, really doing it. And it's just been such an eye opener, like mind blown every time we got on. And then just getting to meet all of you women was such a bonus, because here again, I'm seeing all these faces on the screen and everybody is doing amazing things. Whether you are where you want to be or not, when we get on and we listen and people talk and share, I think, well, damn, that's what she's doing. That's what she's about. And that's what she knows. I'm just like mind blown yet again. Every single time. I'm telling you, I would move heaven and earth not to miss one of these sessions. I know they're recorded, but it's just something about being in the room where it happens, and being here live and being able to participate and interact. It's just been such a wonderful thing. And Constance, you definitely underpromised and over-delivered. Yeah. And I know you want us to talk about the rest of us, but you're the one who thought of this. You're the one who went out on a limb yourself and put this together and brought all of us together. And I am just so grateful. This has just been an amazing experience for me, to the point where I can't even explain it to people. I'm very methodical and very process oriented. I don't mind making a risk, but it's going to be a calculated risk.
That was Miss Judy from our second cohort of the Net 7 Collective. And let me tell you, it's just so amazing. They all articulated so well. It's been life-changing and transformational. And what I created in the Net 7 Collective was something that I really needed. And that was a group of like-minded women who want to make millions, who want to live life on their own terms, who want to just be around other like-minded people, because iron sharpens iron, who wants to go to the next level, who aren't afraid to take risks, who aren't afraid to invest in themselves, just forward thinking women who cheer each other on, who some women are going to get to the destination before the others. But here's what I tell them all: when that person does get there, don't get jealous, cheer them on. And the person, if you get there before everybody else, reach back and help your sister along. And so that's what the Net 7 Collective is, and it's just been mind-blowing. It's more than I had ever thought of that it would be. And so if you're interested, if you are a Black woman or you know a Black woman, have them book with me, bookwithconstance.com. I have not opened up my calendar for next week, and I'm going to do it as soon as we get off the call. But if you are interested in the Net 7 Collective, I'm opening up my calendar for next week. The next cohort starts in February. We're already halfway full of for the ladies, so I think I have a few more spots available, and we're gonna hit the ground running. I have a couple of events coming up. The Wealth Empowerment Summit. We're also going to St. Martin in April. So we just have a lot of things that are getting ready to happen that I'm super excited about sharing with you. But that's enough of that. I really want you guys, the stuff that I gave you, the stuff that I gave you today is game-changing information. It really is. So imagine what I give you when I coach you one-on-one. Imagine what you get from me when you take my training, how in-depth the information is. Don't walk, run to the information, because I'm doing this for you. The books that are $5, I make no money. The training that I'm offering for $47, I don't make a whole lot of money. I make more money selling them individually. So I'm doing this so that I can help more people. And that's what this is about for me. How many people can I reach? How many people can I help? So if you can share this information out with your friends and your family, let everybody know, because the thing about it is, when it comes to wealth building, we don't want to be doing this by ourselves. I don't want to do this on my own. I want you to come with me. When I go, I mentioned the other day, I went to Turks. My girlfriend, Rashawn Shaw, she was on the Housewives of New York. She was like, "Hey, Constance, want to go to Turks and Caicos next week?" Sure. Got up and went to Turks and Caicos. And it was great. And we met Drake. And it was cool. But I want other people, I want all y'all to be able to do the same thing. Get up and go to Turks and Caicos when you want to. Get up and be able to go to Paris the next week, or whatever it is that you want to do, but just live life on your own terms, and have that financial freedom to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm not saying it to brag. I'm saying it to inspire you, to let you know I'm just a chick from San Jose that have made some good decisions. I've made some good investment decisions. And if I can do it, because I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, you can do it too. So everything that I have is available to you. And so that's why I'm starting off with giving you this stuff. Take advantage of everything that I'm offering. Take advantage of everything I'm offering. And if you want to go to these sites, there are testimonials. There are tons of testimonials. I don't have to sell it. The information is out there. People have taken it, and it's been transformational for so many people. And I just want to help more people. That's it. And that's all. That's it. You know why? Because I love you for real. I really do, in real life. So thank you for listening to me today. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go get me some soup, or not soup. I'm going to go get me some tea. Wait. Somebody had asked a question about, I see it earlier. Does it ever lose money? I saw that one. Somebody said something. Oh, I love this. Nichelle says she signed up for Acorns in 2017. Totally forgot. They took $5 out of her account, and she had a nice little chunk of change. I love that. Where do I sign up for Bitcoin? So when you get your Robinhood account, open up your Robinhood account, and you could start investing in Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is at like $43,000. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. You can put $100 on a Bitcoin. It's going up every day. You can put $200 on Bitcoin. You put $5,000 on Bitcoin. You don't have to buy the whole coin for $43,000. You can buy a fraction. You can buy a fraction of any stock. Okay, so if I don't want to say Tesla, because we boycotting Tesla right now. If you want to buy a Apple stock, you only got $25 to put on it. Put $25 in on it. So it just depends on what you want to buy. But yes, I did record it. Thank you so much, Real Time in Real Life, and I love you for real in real life. It's all recorded, so this is going to be on my page. Again, please subscribe, because what happens is when you subscribe and you view this exposes me to more people. And thank you. My YouTube is starting to get a little bit of traction. Fly Nubian Queen, as always, Fly Nubian Queen has over 500,000 subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Who watch me from the Fly Nubian Queen. Make sure you subscribe to the CC, the CEO on YouTube. But when you subscribe and you view and you share, it gets it out there to more people, so that I can bring you more great content. I actually have some folks lined up, and so the more views I get, the more better people I could bring on here to help share some more information that's going to be viable for you. So that's it. And that's all. I'm getting more and more stuffed up as the time goes by. So I appreciate you guys for being on here. You guys, love y'all for real life. Take care. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.